Once a woman stops fearing being alone, she stops settling. A woman who learns to be alone becomes unstoppable. A woman who can sit alone, eat alone, travel alone, heal alone is not dangerous because she hates people. She becomes dangerous because the world can no longer control her through loneliness. Because once a woman stops fearing being alone, she stops settling. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Inner Bloom Journey podcast. I'm your host, Salma, certified mindset and relationship breakthrough coach from Jay Shetty Certification School. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you guys are tuning in from. Thank you for being here today. If you're new here, I would like you to know that this is a safe space where we heal, grow, transform, and evolve from within. And today we are going to go down the rabbit hole. So fasten up your seatbelts, grab a snack and maybe a drink, your favorite drink, and let's unpack this together. Because I want to talk about something that completely changed my life, my mindset, my emotional dependency, and the way I view relationships, loneliness, and self-worth. And before we begin, I would like to read a small disclaimer. This video is for educational, healing, and awareness purposes only. This is not about becoming cold. This is not about men versus women. This is not about isolation. This is about emotional healing, self-awareness, inner peace, and learning how to stand on your own emotionally without needing constant validation from the outside world. Growing up, I genuinely believed a woman's life was incomplete without a partner. I believed being chosen meant you were worthy. Being loved meant you mattered. Being alone meant something was wrong with you. And I think many women silently grow up with this conditioning. From childhood, we're taught, who are you dating? When are you getting married? When are you having children? Don't end up alone. But nobody teaches women how to emotionally survive alone, how to enjoy their own company, how to build a relationship with themselves, how to self-soothe, how to heal abandonment wounds, how to sit in silence without panicking. So many women spend years terrified of loneliness, not realizing they're actually being emotionally abandoned inside relationships the entire time. And that is the rabbit hole nobody talks about. Let's talk about the fear of being alone. Many women are not afraid of being alone physically. They're afraid of feeling unwanted, feeling forgotten, not being chosen, not being validated, sitting with unresolved pain, facing themselves. Because loneliness has a way of forcing you to meet yourself. And for many people, that is terrifying. So they stay in unhealthy relationships, in emotionally unavailable connections, in situationships, in cycles of disrespect, in one-sided love, not because they're weak, but because the fear of being alone feels heavier than the pain they already are carrying. And I know this deeply because I used to be that woman. Let me share the story about my transformation. Something changed in me after joining Jay Shetty Certification School. The inner work forced me to look at myself deeply. Not the version of me people saw online. Not the version performing strength. Not the version trying to please everyone. The real, authentic me. And healing changed me. Not overnight, not magically, not easily. It took tears, awareness, reflection, pain, unlearning, boundaries, solitude. And slowly, I started learning how to be myself. I started taking walks alone, going places alone, sitting with my thoughts, journaling, helping my inner child, learning how to regulate my emotions, dating myself, enjoying my own peace. And at first, it felt very uncomfortable because when you're used to noise, distraction, attention, or external validation, silence feels unfamiliar. But eventually, silence stopped feeling lonely. It started feeling peaceful. And let me share the power of emotional independence. And this is where many people misunderstand women like this. They call her intimidating, difficult, too independent, hard to control, emotionally unavailable. But what they are actually witnessing is a woman who healed enough to stop abandoning herself. A healed woman is powerful because she no longer tolerates breadcrumbs. She no longer begs for love. She no longer fears walking away. She no longer confuses attachment with love. She no longer needs constant reassurance to feel valuable. And that changes everything because now relationships become a choice, not survival. The difference between loneliness and peace. Let's talk about that. There is a huge difference between being alone and being at peace. A person can sleep next to someone every single night and still feel emotionally abandoned. And another person can sit alone in a quiet room and feel emotionally fulfilled. And that is why healing matters. Because healing teaches you your worth is not tied to who stays. Your value is not tied to who chooses you. Your identity is not tied to relationship status. You are whole already. And let's go even deeper. Some people cannot manipulate a healed woman anymore. Why? Because they use loneliness as control. They're dependent on your fear of abandonment, your need for validation, your emotional dependency, your inability to walk away. But once a woman learns, I can survive alone, I can create peace, I can rebuild myself alone, she becomes emotionally free. And emotionally free people are very difficult to control. What true healing looks like. Let's talk about it. Healing is not becoming cold. Healing is keeping your softness, self abandonment, loving without losing, having boundaries without guilt, choosing peace over chaos, learning to enjoy your own presence. And honestly, I never thought I would become the version of myself. The younger version of me thought happiness only existed inside being chosen by someone else. But today I genuinely enjoy my company, and that is did not come easy. It took work, some deep, real, intense inner work. So if you're currently in a season where you are learning how to be alone, please understand you're not failing. You're meeting yourself. And that journey changes everything. Because the moment you stop needing the world to validate your worth, you finally become free. So let me ask you something. Have you truly learned how to enjoy your own company? Or have you been using people, noise, relationships, and distractions to avoid meeting yourself? And if this message resonated with you, subscribe and work this journey with me here at the Inner Bloom Journey. And remember, beautiful souls, let go, grow, transform, and evolve into a better version of you. Because you are whole, resourceful, and complete just the way you are. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And before I close this video, I want to say something from my heart. This is not just a content for me. This is my story. I lived this. I breathed this. I felt every inch of this pain, healing, loneliness, growth, and transformation in my body, within my body. This is my real life, authentic journey. And the reason why I wanted to bring this topic here today is because I know there is someone out there right now silently struggling with this exact pain. Someone who feels afraid to be alone. Someone who keeps settling because loneliness feels terrifying. Someone who forgets their worth trying to be loved by others. And maybe they needed to hear this today. Maybe they needed someone to remind them that healing is possible, that peace is possible, that learning to love your own company is possible. And if my story can help even one person out there today, that everything I went through had purpose and my work is all worth it. I thank you all for watching. Have a blessed day. Take great care of yourselves and your loved ones. Stay safe. And I'm going to see you guys next week with another topic that's necessary. And until then, please remember you're whole, resourceful, and complete just the way you are. Let go, grow, transform, and evolve so we can all become a better version of ourselves. We continue to keep working on ourselves and we continue to become a better version of ourselves. And I'm hoping that this content really hits someone today and it makes a difference in your life. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very, very grateful for you guys' support and love. Please continue to subscribe and work this journey with me. I'll be here next week again with another topic that's necessary. Until then, you guys take great care of yourselves. Thanks for watching again. Love you all. See you guys next week. Take care, okay? Bye. Have a blessed day.